Assalamualaikum and good morning all 3B students. So today we will continue in chapter 4 skill drawing part 2. Okay, so this is the previous lesson. You can remember the formula of scale, which is the measurement of scale drawing divided by measurement of object, or D divided by O, right? So your scale must be in the form of ratio, which is 1:n. Okay, where 1 unit on the scale drawing will represent n units on the object. Okay, and the 1 is represent the drawing, and the n number here represent object. This is mind test 4.1b. So the question is, determine the scale used for each scale drawing below in the form 1:n. Okay, now let's do B. Okay, let's do B. Okay, so this is the object, okay, and this is the drawing. So according to the formula scale, okay, the measurement in the drawing, scale drawing divided by the measurement in the object. So you must choose one side. Okay, so this is the drawing. Okay, you choose, let's say you choose the line above here. So the measurement is 2. So in the object you must choose the same, the corresponding side. Okay, so the corresponding side here is 6. Okay, so it's 2/6. So the ratio is 2:6. So the number 2 here must change to 1. Remember, so to change to 1, 2 must divide by 2, meaning the other side also divide by 2. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. So this is the scale for B. Okay, so this is the scale for B. Okay, so the rest you do on your own. You can check the answer in the book. Okay, drawing the scale drawing of an object. So look at the example here. Draw the following objects according to the scales given. Okay, so this is the object, okay, and this is the scale. Okay, so you have to draw the scale drawing. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, since the scale is 1:1, okay, if the scale is 1:1, meaning the drawing is exactly the same as the object. Okay, so that's why you see the scale drawing here is the same as the object. Okay, so next example. Okay, the scale given is 2:1. Okay, so this is the object. Okay, so this is the scale drawing. Okay, this is the example, so that's why it has shown the answer here. Okay, but how to get the answer? Okay, so you look at the scale. Remember, the first number, okay, here always refer to the drawings. Okay, always refer to the ratio of the drawings. So the second number here is represents the object. Okay, represent the object. So the object, the ratio is 1. Okay, while the drawing, the ratio is 2. Okay, so how to draw this scale drawing? Okay, how to draw this? So you look at the object. Okay, you count the boxes on the horizontal line here. Okay, so you count the box 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 meaning for the scale drawing you have to times with 2. Okay, because the scale is 2 here, the ratio is 2. So 4 times 2, 8, and then you draw a straight line with the 8 boxes. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's correct here. Okay, what about the vertical line? Okay, so you count the boxes in the object. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 for the vertical line. So same method, you times with 2, you get 8 boxes. So you draw a vertical line, okay, with 8 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so you draw a square. Okay, so you draw a square here. So that's your scale drawing. Okay. Okay, for C, okay, this is your object. Okay, and this is your scale drawing. Okay, it's drawn for you because this is the example, so they give you answer already. But how to draw this scale drawing according to the scale given, right? So what you do is, remember, the first number is always referred to the drawing. Okay, do okay, the formula. The second number refer to the object. So you put the ratio. Object is 2. Okay, and then the drawing is 1. Okay, so as you can see, the object is twice bigger than the drawing because the ratio given is 2 and this is only 1. So what you do is you have to make it smaller for the drawings. Okay, so we start with the horizontal line up here. So the box is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 boxes, you must divide by 2. Okay, we divide by 2 because to make it smaller, right? So becomes 2. Okay, so you draw a line with 2 boxes only, 1 and 2. So that's your line. Okay, the corresponding side here. Okay, for the horizontal, for the vertical line. Okay, so you count the box 1, 2, 3, 4. So same method, you divide by 2 because it's twice for the object. Okay, and then after divide by 2 you get 2, so you draw a horizontal line, a vertical line, sorry, with 2 boxes, 1 and 2. So you get the up line here and the side here, so you draw a square. Okay, actually it should be a square. Okay, because but the picture here is not balanced. Okay, alright, so this is your answer. Okay, so this is the exercise from your workbook. Okay, so the question is, draw the scale drawing according to the scale given. So this is your object. Okay, right, so for A, the scale is 1:1. Okay, so if the scale is 1:1, meaning the drawing is the same as the object. Okay, so you draw this exactly the same drawing as the object and make sure you use ruler. Okay, for B, the scale is 2:1 here for B, and the number 2 here refer to the drawing. Remember, the first number always refer to the drawings and the second number refer to the objects. Okay, so for this scale, okay, the drawing is bigger than the object. Okay, because the number ratio here is 2:1, so bigger than the object twice. Okay, because number 2 here, so the meaning each side you times with twice, each side of the object you times with 2. Okay, sometimes the question will give you ratio like this, 1:2. So actually it's the same. The first number refer to the drawing, the second number refer to the object. So the drawing 1 is bigger than half. Okay, meaning you must draw the drawings bigger than the object. So how big? So how big you times with 2. Okay, because the 2 is here. Okay, in the fraction 2, so it times with 2. So exactly the same. Okay, actually it's the same. Okay, 2:1. Okay, so for B, you draw twice, right? So we count the vertical line here. How many boxes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you count 8. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, sorry, you must time with 2, right? Okay, so 8 times 2, 16. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, right? So you draw, make sure you use ruler. Okay, I use free pen here. Okay, and then for the slanting line up there, okay, you count the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There is 6 boxes, right? 6 boxes. So to make it twice, you go down another 6 boxes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the first box. Okay, because it's twice, you draw another box. Okay, another box. Okay, there you go. You know the end. Okay, so what you do is from the first point you just draw, okay, to the second point like that. Okay, and then for the next line, here. Okay, the next line here. Okay, there are 2 boxes to the right and 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 downward. Okay, so you draw 2 to the right and 4 downward. This is the first box. You draw another box. Okay, same box, you draw twice. Okay, then you just join the line. Okay, so from here, okay, you get the third line, and then the fourth one you just join. Okay, alright, so this is your drawing. Okay, drawing which is twice the object. Okay, so for the third one, 1:2, so the first one is the drawing and the second one is the object. So as you can see, the drawing is smaller than the object, smaller by 2. Okay, so you divide by 2 for this drawings. Each side of the objects you divide by 2, so it's become smaller, right? So you draw here. Okay, so you draw on your own, yeah. Okay, so this is the example from your workbook. Okay, sorry, it's in Malay, so let me translate for you. Okay, so the first sentence is the length of a river. Okay, so this is the length of a river, 5.5 cm on a map. So it's on a map, 5.5 centimeter. Okay, and then the scale of the map is, okay, so this is the scale. The scale on the map is 1:10,000. Okay, so the question is find the actual length. So actual length. Okay, find the actual length in meter. Okay, in meter. So let's look at the solution. Okay, so the solution here. Okay, given the scale 1:10,000, okay, and it is proportional to the length on the map over actual length. Okay, alright, let me write for you. Okay, remember, this is the scale, right? 1:10,000. Okay, this one refer to the drawing, this one refer to the object, remember? So the above one refer to the drawing, the second one refer to the object. Okay, object means the real one. This is the drawing. Okay, so in this context, okay, one is refer to the drawing. So as you can see here, one is refer to the drawing. So 5.5 cm on map. Okay, and 10,000 down here refer to the object, which is original length. Okay, x. So I do for you the proportion of easy for you to see like this. Alright, so I write here again. So 1/10,000. Okay, its proportion. 1 is the drawing. So in this context, the drawing is 5.5 cm. Okay, so it's proportion to 5.5. And 10,000 down here is the object, the original one. So the original one is what you want to find. Let's put x as the original one. Okay, so to find the x, okay, you drew cross multiplication. Okay, so x times 1 is x, and then 10,000 times with the 5.5. Okay, so the actual length is 5.5 times 10,000. Okay, is this one. Okay, but why the solution here divide by 100? Because the question wants in meter. Okay, they want in meter. You know that 1 meter equals to 100 cm. Okay, so from cm to meter must divide 100. That's why the solution here divide by 100. So your answer is 550 meter. Okay. Okay, for this one, still from your workbook, yeah. Okay, so the first sentence is the length of a river. Still about the length of river, it's 8 kilometer. So this is the real one. Okay, the scale given is 1:200,000. Okay, this is the scale. So the question is find the length of the river on the map. Okay, now they ask you to find the length, okay, on the map. Okay, so meaning there wants the drawings, okay, the length on the map. Okay, so let's look at the solution. Okay, so by the scale, so 1:200,000. So let's do the proportion. Okay, so 1/200,000. Okay, so the 1 here is referred to the drawing, the 200,000 here refer to the objects. So the drawing in this context is the length on the map. So let's put y, okay, as the unknown. Okay, so the 200,000 down here is the original one. Okay, so it's 8 kilometer. Okay, it's 8. This is in km, yeah. 8 kilometers. So what you do is to find y, okay, the 8 here you go up there, so become times. So 1/200,000 times 8 becomes y. So that is your y value. So you press your calculator. Okay, you press your calculator, you get the y 0.00004. But this is in kilometer. Okay, the question one in cm. So you remember the 1 km equals to 1000 meter and 1 meter equals to 100 centimeter. So from the answer 0.0004, this is in kilometer, you change to meter first, you times with 1000, and then change to centimeter, you times with another 100. So finally you will get 4. Okay, exactly the same as the solution, yeah. Okay, so the exercise in page 25, okay, from your workbook. Okay, let me read for you. The diagram shows a scale drawing of a circle. Given that the scale used is 1:8, find the circumference of the actual circle in centimeter. Use pi equals to 22/7, right? So this is the drawing. Okay, this is not the original diagram, so this is the scale drawing. Okay. Scale drawing. Okay, so find the circumference of the actual circle in centimeter. Okay, so we find the circumference first. Okay, this is the circumference for the drawing, or for the scale drawing, not the actual one yet. Yeah, so right, sorry, it's the scale drawing. Okay. Okay, so the circumference for the scale drawings formula is 2 pi r, okay, where 2 times the pi, okay, times with the r radius. So radius in the scale drawing is 7, okay, so you will get 44 cm, okay. So this is the circumference of the scale drawing. So according to the ratio 1:8, okay, this is the ratio, right? 1:8. Remember, 1 is the drawing, represent the drawing, 8 represent the original, the object, okay. So in this context, the actual circle, okay. So we do proportion, okay, we do proportion here, 1 divided by 8, okay, same, exactly this, actually the same, okay, with the ratio. So 1 here refer to the drawing, so the drawing is 44, circumference for drawing is 44, and 8 here is the refer to the object, which is the actual circle, okay. So for the actual circle we don't know, so let's put x as your unknown, okay. So to find the x now is the circumference for the actual circle, so you do cross multiplication, x times 1 is x, so 44 times with 8, okay, so you will get 352 centimeter, okay. That's how you do, okay, you solve the question. Okay, so this is the last exercise, okay, from page 26 in your workbook. Alright, so let's read the question. Okay, let me change to laser first. Okay, so the diagram below shows the floor plan of Jasmine's house. So this is Jasmine's house, okay, living room, room 1, room 2, room 3, and the kitchen. So the actual length of Jasmine's house is 34 meters. So the actual length, this is the length. Okay, the real length is 34 meter. So these are the questions. A, find the scale drawing. B, find the area. Okay, and C, find the cost of installing tiles in room 1. Okay, so let's do the solution. Okay, the first question is find the scale of drawing, right? Okay, so we do A first. Okay, all right, so the scale. Okay, find the scale. So you spend. Alright, okay, so the scale, remember the scale is the drawing over object. Okay, so the scale, the length here given just now, the original length is 34 meter. 34 meter, right? Okay, so what you do is you plus the length for the drawing first. So we have a 3 here, 3 cm, sorry, 3 cm plus 3 cm plus 2.5 cm. So the here, okay, the length on the maps, on the drawing, sorry, on the drawings. So this is proportion to the original length, 34. Okay, so 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 2.5 is 8.5. Okay, this one is to this 34 you change to centimeter. Okay, so 1 meter, this is meter, right? Okay, equals to 100 centimeter, right? So this is meter. So 34 meter meaning 3,400 centimeter, right? Okay, so this is your actual length, okay, in a centimeter. So remember the ratio, you must change to 1, right? So 8.5 to become 1 divide by 8.5. So the other side also same, you divide by 8.5. So you press your calculator, 3,400 divided by 8.5 equals to 400. So your scale is 1:400. Okay, right? So B, the actual area of Jasmine's house. Okay, you know that the area is area for square for a rectangle, so length times width. right? Okay, so for this one, okay, let's say this is the width, okay, the width, and this is the length. Okay, so the actual area, right? Okay, so what you do is you write the upper scale first. Okay, the scale just now you find 1:400. Okay, so this is the drawing, this is the object, meaning the original, the actual one. So the actual one is 400, meaning you have to times by 400, right? So the actual area equals to length times the width. Okay, so the length here is 3 plus 3 plus 2.5 is 8.5. Okay, remember to times with 400. Okay, because the scale is here given 1:400. So the 400 is referred to the actual, the original size. Okay, so times with 400, and then you times with the width. Okay, the width here, okay, is 5 centimeter. So 5 times with 400. Okay, and remember this is in centimeter. Okay, the question wants you to convert in meter square. So 1 meter equals to 100 centimeter. Okay, so from centimeter to meter you must divide by 100. Okay, so you divide by 100. Okay, but this is from centimeter to meter. Okay, if change to meter square means you must divide double. Okay, alright. So the answer here would be 680 meters square. Okay, make sure you get the same answer. Okay, try on your own with your own calculator. Okay, for C, the cost of installing tiles in room 1, if the cost of installing tiles is RM15 for 1 meter square. Okay, so this is your room 1. Okay, so you find the area. Okay, remember the scale is 1:400, right? Okay, so this is the drawing. For this is referred to the original one. Okay, so the area of room 1. Okay, so you count the actual one, the original one. Okay, so length times the width. Okay, so this is the length 3 times 400. Okay, to find the original length times with the width. Okay, so the L, this is the width, 2 times 400. Okay, so this is the actual area for room 1. Okay, so remember this is in centimeter, you must find in meter, right? So meter, just now we divide twice, right, from centimeter to meter square, so we can combine the zero, so there are 4 zero altogether. And remember this answer, okay, remember 1 meter square equals to 15 ringgit, so the answer would, you must time with 15, okay, to find the actual cost, okay, the real cost. So after you use calculator, you will get 96, okay, times with RM 15. Okay, so your answer would be RM 1440. Okay, let's try and make sure you get the same answer with me. Okay, so that's all for today. Actually, we have complete the chapter 4. Yeah, so complete the exercise in chapter 4, page 19 to 29 in your workbook modul pentaksiran simulasi buku 2. So meaning that you must complete all chapter 4, the whole chapter 4. Yeah. Okay, so that's all for today. Okay, thank you.